Hello there and welcome to this, my video on angles of elevation and depression, part of the Year 11 General Maths course. It doesn't matter, it's everywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you're watching. GCSEs, A-levels, in America, I don't care, right? This is for you to hopefully smash maths. Now, my name is Darren from Maths Guru. That is my little corner of the interweb where all of these videos with the downloadable lesson notes. Yes, everything I write on behind me, I put as a PDF that you can download it. No, you're welcome, not a problem. But they're there. What else do I do? Well, hopefully make maths entertaining and easy to understand. All right, so this is like the 5th video of this particular series on trigonometry. Hopefully you're going to find it useful. Now, if you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, that'd be massive. Why? Well, who watches maths videos? It's the only way I get to know that people have actually watched this stuff. So if you can subscribe, that would be awesome. Right, by the end of this, we're going to need to know what an angle of elevation is, an angle of depression, and be able to use Hokata. I can't help myself every single time to be able to find angles of depression and elevation. Now, this is the 5th video in this, where basically I have shown you how to use trigonometry to be able to find missing side lengths and missing angles for right angle triangles. And yes, these triangles do have to be right angled. Right, so there we go. That is my beautiful aide-memoir where it's got my little hypotenuse or hippopotenuse, and it's got my adjacent side length, my opposite side length, it's got an angle. I know all this stuff. Why am I repeating it? Let's just get straight in. Now, when you elevate, you get in an elevator. What does an elevator do? I know it goes down as well. Really bad analogy. I use this every single year, and the same thing. Stop. Generally speaking, when we elevate, we lift up. I am elevating your maths. And that's what it means. It basically means to go up. You start generally from the bottom and then you go up. Now, the great thing about trigonometry is you'll start and you'll go up and up and up and up and up, and you'll generally move that way. So an angle of elevation is what happens when you start flat and the angle you turn to get to whatever it is you're trying to do. So in this situation here, going back to an example we'd had previously with our sun rays on the floor, this angle here, when I start at the bottom and go up, that angle there, 38 degrees, is an angle of elevation. Okay? It is always measured from the ground and up. I'm going to elevate you to the ground and up. Now, obviously, depression. Now, in previous years, I've actually made depression is where you're feeling quite down. But what I came to realize was that, mental health is really, really important. And as I say in my Year 12 video on pretty much this topic, which I don't think is around anymore because it's not on the course in Year 12, is that when I first came to Australia, I struggled massively with adapting here and got incredibly depressed. Okay, now there are lots of stories behind that we won't go into at this moment in time. But being British, we were like, oh, stiff upper lip, yup, no, we can't possibly seek help. It'll get better. My brain will be fine. And sadly, it didn't. And it got worse and worse and worse. And I think one of the best things I did is actually to reach out to speak to somebody, somebody professional. And that lady, Melissa, was quite incredible. All right. She managed to sit there and help me find lots of things out about myself and my journey here to Australia and all sorts of different things that were happening to me. And so I will never, ever joke and mean it about depression. And if you are struggling at any point whatsoever, find someone to talk. Do not suffer in silence. Someone out there will talk to you and can help you get better. Right. So depression really does mean getting down, right? And that's pretty much where it comes from. So rather than elevate means to start from horizontal and go up, depression means to start from here and go down. But it's always, always, always starting from the horizontal. And a great example here is standing on a cliff. Right, so there you go. You're standing on a cliff. There is some beautiful sea. I can't help myself. There is a shark. Lol. And if I started looking horizontally and then down, horizontally and then down, that is my angle of depression. Right, so I've started looking that way. I've looked down until I am looking directly at the ship. That is my angle of depression. Put that in your summary books if you're allowed a summary book, or just remember my sparkling, witty thing. Now, before we go any further, I love FUZX. You're going to turn around and say, did he just swear? No, I didn't. I said FUZX.